So let's be very up forward and front on what this is. This is an optional field trip, so no one is required to go on this. But usually, if we were in class, we would have an actual field trip to an art museum. Um, Things are a lot safer now. It seems like our surge has gone down, and I mentioned I would get back to you later in the semester to see how things are going. So I am planning to go to the Berkeley Art Museum because they have a drawing show right now. So what that is, right? If you haven't been there before, this is part of UC Berkeley. So if some of you were also planning to maybe like apply to UC Berkeley, the campus is right across the street. This is in downtown. So this might be good for you to check out, like, what is that campus life like? Maybe you're not even thinking about UC Berkeley. Well, maybe there are some art opportunities if you want to be in this sort of field that you can kind of see, like, what is it like to working in an art museum. Like, you might ask questions of the people that work there. There's also a lot of art associations in Berkeley. There's several galleries. I used to work at CALA, which is a printmaking institute. So in other words, there's some opportunities there, and it helps to get out of your regular space. What this will do, like, if some of you I'm having you do that group work with the museum, but if you go on this field trip, well, this is like 10 times better because you're gonna see the work in person. And if you've noticed, like, when you take a photo of your work and you submit it, does it really show like all the intricacies that you've actually put into that drawing? Probably not, right? So like when you see something in person, there's a different transformative process that happens in your experience of the artwork, and it's a lot easier to write about it. So I'm proposing this. I'm planning to go on a Saturday with Ken in the art department, and I'm going to see if there's any other faculty that are open to it. I really think that this fits for our class, so I was going to go, do some research, see what sort of work they have there, and maybe like share out some, either in this class or some future classes, some of these really lovely drawing examples. So that's kind of what this is. I'm just checking in to see, like, hey, are you guys interested? Would you like to come along on this journey? And this is how it works. So what you do is you're filling out a poll, and you'll get a point for that extra credit, even if you don't show up, right? And if you visit the museum and keep your ticket, well, let's see what happens. Let's click on this. It's going to take you to the extra credit item. So you get 1 point for doing the poll. You get 5 points for actually going to an art museum. Now, some of you might be like, I can't go on this field trip, but I really want to go see some artwork at the Palace of the Legion of Honor in San Francisco or the Oakland Art Museum, and you could write about a drawing there for your museum evaluation. If you do your proposal, I'll work with you on this. You still have to do that group work because I want you to, get that dynamic of having to collaborate online. It is a different experience, and it's something you will all have to do in your future. So going on to that doodle poll, very simple. You just go in, you put in your name. I'm gonna wait for this to load. Right, Eric Sanchez. I can make it on any of these Saturdays from 11 to 1. So I'm only giving one time slot just to make it as simple as possible. You don't have to be there for the whole 2 hours, but I think, for this museum, I think 2 hours is about right to look at the work. And then from there, that's it. I'm going to take a look at that poll on Sunday and get back to you next week on, hey, are we going as early as in a week and a half, or are we going to go in a couple weeks or 3 weeks? So if you join me along on this journey, your second part is this, right? You don't have to attend, but if you go to an art museum in person, you should get some credit for that. I think making the trip out to a museum in our Bay Area, like, I want you to see work in person. It is tremendously different. So what you want to do is hold on to your ticket, write your name on it, write the date, and then you're going to post that to this assignment, right? So there is a blue submit button for this particular extra credit. If you don't see that, let me know. I'll fix it, but everything should be there. Aside from that, let's go back to where we were. That is what this whole page is about. I just want to say, hey, would you like to join us? And then I'm going to go ahead and get your groups released for the group research. It wouldn't be a bad idea to treat this project as a way to research museums that are in our local area, and I highly recommend that because it would be interesting to see what you have around you that you can actually go and see. But you're not required to. So for the research part, it's still going to be that group effort, and it's going to be the open to anywhere in the world. All right, so that's pretty much where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and let you get back to your class.